I was looking at some videos, the older videos of Rigathi Gachagua when he was still in government.
Niko hapo. Huyu Felix ako hapo. Rais mnamjua. Mimi mnanijua msimamo yangu. Ya kwamba watoto wakiwa wengi kuna wale kwanza ya kuangaliwa, si mnajua? Sasa huyu Felix ako pale ndio mwenye kuunganisha mawaya. Mambo yetu tumepanga. Chakula iko jikoni, karibu kuiva. Watoto ni wengi, chakula ni kidogo. Iko watoto ya nyumbani, iko ajirani, iko namna hiyo, na nyinyi mtulie. Chakula ikiiva, sisi ndio wenye kupakua. Na watoto tunawajua kwa sura na kwa msimamo. Hatuwezi kuwa confused. Kuna mtu wajua watoto yake.
Wiki hii tulipitisha ule mswada wa affordable housing bill to ensure ya kuwa Wakenya wote vijana kama hawa wakimaliza shule wanapata ajira.
While they were in opposition, while Baba had joined President William Ruto in a broad-based government, and at the same time I'm looking at his videos, the current one, and I'm also begging the question, why do they stand for? So today we are talking about the opposition at large. What does opposition stand for? Why do people from Mount Kenya now head the government? Why do people from Mount Kenya or people from opposition say that we don't want to work with President William Ruto? And at the same time, we're talking about you who is watching me. Where do you stand? Why do you think if somebody stops you today and asks you, why don't you support, or why do you not support the government? Why do you want Ruto to go? People are singing must go, people are singing one time and something of the sort. Why was Linda Mwananchi created? Let's start from there. You see, there is a time whereby Honorable Caleb Amisi said that he was the one who proposed and told Sifuna that they should start this thing called Linda Mwananchi. And something started like a small thing, like people who were desperate from positions in ODM came up to be people who are now being considered to run for presidency in the country. Somebody who was the deputy president, who was impeached, who was seen not fit to rule alongside President William Ruto, like Rigathi Gachagua, is now campaigning and he is seeing himself fit to rule the country as an opposition leader. Kalonzo Musyoka has been the longest opposition serving leader, if you ask me right now. Him with Martha Karua, they have been out of the government since Mwai Kibaki, if I'm not mistaken. When Uhuru was in government, Raila joined him. Kalonzo did not. Kalonzo refused. Kalonzo has been out of government of William Ruto and Raila Odinga joined. What does Kalonzo Musyoka stand for? What does Rigathi Gachagua stand for? What does Edwin Sifuna stand for? Unajua, I've also seen people, there is this person who wants to vie for an MP in, I think it's Thika town, if I'm not mistaken. I saw him going to Wamnyoro. They go there with goats. They give goats to him. They take and listen to what Rigathi Gachagua said. Rigathi Gachagua is saying that in a span of like a month or two, he has not been able to be using his own money because many of the leaders go there with gifts at Wamunyoro, gift him because they believe with his blessing and giving him a direct ticket, giving them direct tickets of DCP, they will get the MP seats or something of the sort. Why is it so? Well, and we have to ask each other as common Mwananchi. Should a politician, somebody who wants to vie, let's say for Kasarani member of parliament, somebody who wants to run for Kilifi governor, do they have to go to a political figure like Rigathi Gachagua's home to say that they are seeking his blessing and give? They also have to go with gifts to give him. Because Rigathi Gachagua, as we speak, he does not hold any position apart from being the party leader of DCP. And there is something that I want to agree with Edwin Sifuna. When Edwin Sifuna was having an interview with Yvonne Okwara, he was asked, are you going to run for the government? Are you going to run as a president? Edwin Sifuna said that if people will sit down, and that is the reason why we were going in different counties, in different parts of the country, to ask people if they see me fit, if they say that I want you to go and run for the government for this seat, then I'm going to give you. Then he's going to say that he's going to run for the same seat. But at the same time, there are some leaders whom they say, you just wake up in the morning and you say, I see fit to lead. Even the book, in the good book of the Bible, leaders were chosen either by people or by God. But hapa Kenya, leaders want to, and it's not that I have a problem when somebody is ambitious, someone wants to take the mantle because they see themselves fit. But you go into a particular somebody, you go to a Munyoro because you want to be elected. Go to people, then go to a Munyoro because you've joined the DCP party. Tell him that I also want to contest for this seat. Haya, wale ambao ni wanataka ku contest, muende hapo for party nomination. That one who will win apate tiketi yake aende kwa wananchi ashinde. So I'm begging to ask this question: what do really people stand for? How many? Let's talk about Mount Kenya. By the way, how many people from Mount Kenya are holding or are in government? If you ask me, people who are CSS, because that is something that people tend to believe that when somebody from your community is in government, then your community, your whole of the community is in government. How many CSS do we have who are from Mount Kenya, both East and West? We also have a deputy president from Mount Kenya East. So how many of they? But these people are still saying that Ruto is a one-term president. They are going to vote him out. Ni nini ambayo President William Ruto did that makes people now, especially from Mount Kenya, say we are not going to do it? And these are politics of rivalry. That when President William Ruto was elected in 2022, most of Mount Kenya people elected him because they felt he was shortchanged by the then President Uhuru Kenyatta, something that they did not agree. It was agreed that President Uhuru Kenyatta will rule for 10 years and Deputy President for that time, William Ruto, will come in as his successor and will rule for whatever terms those are two. But because of that, people from Mount Kenya believe that this person or President Uhuru Kenyatta at that time betrayed them, betrayed the cause, betrayed what they had agreed. And that is the reason why they are saying we are not going to support this person. The same problem that Uhuru Kenyatta created that made people from Mount Kenya voted in President William Ruto is the same problem that President William Ruto has done to Rigathi Gachagua. Now Rigathi Gachagua is using the same tactics, the same thing that they used to campaign for William Ruto, and he is campaigning on the same thing, and he wants now people to vote out President William Ruto. And believe me, it's going to succeed. Now, if I ask, is that what people from Mount Kenya stand for? Is that what Rigathi Gachagua is standing for? It is not about this person has not delivered. This person, if let's say William Ruto could not have delivered, because so many projects William Ruto, as we said, that he promised, if you have to fact check and say, honestly speaking, he has done something like 30%. But if the record that he is having right now, aendele kukua now, but akue at the same time with Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, would have people from Mount Kenya say that President William Ruto, you are going home because you have not done the job that we agreed you not to do? Ama mtakuwa mnasema, mngekuwa saizi mnasema watoto wetu bora wako in power, si tuko sawa. Sometimes as Kenyans we have to go in a way that we have to choose leaders according to what these leaders can do for us. I hear people saying President William Ruto has done this, President Uhuru Kenyatta did this, I did this. You didn't do that. It is Kenyans people's money that did that work. So you coming here and tell us that you've done, you've not. I also had someone asking, can a president, can somebody like Edwin Sifuna run for a campaign without run for a political seat without having money, or can Kenyans support him? These people who are asking these questions are the same people who are hired by government. The government is sponsored by people. When president goes to loan, to ask for a loan, let's say in China, in World Bank, this loan, when he gets out of power, hataenda kuambia President William Ruto sasa tulipe. The government of the day is the one that will pay this money. The tax people are being taxed. The taxpayers are the one who are funding the government. So already the people are funding the government. So when you sit down and tell us that this person cannot run this political seat because of that is a fool's question. Kenyans should sit down and realize that whatever they have is very strong, very bigger than any other politician. This CDF money that is given out, you hear an MP saying that while I was in Kenya, I built this school with CDF money. I ensured people, our students, got bursary with CDF money. That CDF money is not your pocket money. This money comes from Treasury, and Treasury collects money from taxpayers, and the other one that the government borrows. Now this money is collected and inaganywa, ndo unapata hii ya CDF, unakuja kuringa na huku mtaani kusema kwamba ulifanya hii. You didn't. You are given our money, ulikuja kutufanyia. So Kenyans should have this question, should be asking this question. What do opposition stand for? Ni sawa, you are saying Ruto must go because he maimed children, as you said. He is not respecting the constitution. He lied to you and everything. But we mwenyewe pia understand kwa nini. If you happen to be given this opportunity and you enter into government, do you really have something that you stand for as a politician? Go and ask. And I really loved what Sifuna said, that politicians should have the people from United Opposition, Linda Mwananchi, so on and so forth, people who are saying Ruto must go, they have to sit all of them down. Now I agree kitu moja wajiulize. These tough questions that they have to ask themselves. Wewe wakati ulipata hiyo power ulifanya nini? Tukikupatia hii power tena, will you misuse it? Ama wewe unasema Ruto must go because ulitowekwa kiti, ama unasema Ruto must go because unajua hizi fanya kazi? Do you see yourself as somebody who is going to work for these people, or you're just talking because people are talking? You as a Kenyan, can you assess these politicians one by one, from Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, to David Maraga, to Caleb Amisi, Edwin Sifuna, Waminyoro, all these politicians who are saying one time, what are they standing for? My name is Evan Sisoe. Keep on subscribing.